Welcome back to Afternoon Live. He's here to share his recipe for spaghetti with tomatoes and many other delicious things. We welcome back to Afternoon Live the author of Milk Street, Backroads Italy, J.M. Hirsch. Thanks for coming back to cook with
Thank you
us.
for
I mean, this is what we're really excited about.
This is why you go
This
to
is
Italy
the fun
to eat
stuff.
like this.
Come
This
on.
is great stuff.
Okay, tell me about this recipe.
This is a really simple recipe. It's from Naples.
Okay.
And it's kind of somewhere in between a pasta soup and a really saucy pasta.
Oh,
okay, so
interesting.
it's a little bit in the middle there. And it comes together fast and easy.
Okay.
It uses a lot of pantry staples. And so we're using orecchiette pasta, which means little ears.
Yes.
And they're the perfect shape because they
I love
cup
this
the
shape.
sauce.
It's so good.
But if you can't find it, use whatever pasta
That's
you
true.
like. You know, that's what an Italian grandmother would do.
It's still going to taste pretty darn good.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, so we've got a big pot here. We're just going to throw in some olive oil.
Yum.
And more olive oil is better olive oil, of course.
That's true.
And we've got a chopped up white onion, and we're going to throw that in.
That's a healthy dose of
Oh,
onion. I like that.
Exactly.
That's a good place to start.
There we go. Now, what's going to be interesting about this recipe is that we're going to cook the pasta in the sauce.
Ooh.
It's all going to be in one pot.
I love that.
And it's easy, of course.
Yes.
Less mess, too. But also, it's actually going to build more flavor in the dish because instead of the pasta only absorbing water as it cooks, it's absorbing all the flavors. It's a great technique.
That's the best thing.
I wish it was our technique, but we learned it from too many Italian grandmothers to take credit for it. So, but it is a great technique. I love it.
Okay.
So we're going to cook our onion for a little bit. And now we have, let's just say, a generous amount of pancetta.
I like that amount.
Okay.
That's good.
It gives you that salty, meaty, savory, and let's face it, fatty richness. That's so wonderful.
So good.
And all we're doing is cooking this, and you want the pancetta to start rendering its fat and all that richness into this, because that's going to be the base of a lot of our sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because that's going to give us the richness we're looking for. Now, while that browns, I have to introduce you to one of my favorite recipes in all of Italy, in all of this cookbook.
Yes.
Okay, this is the focaccia.
This is a big star right here. Everyone's raving about the focaccia.
It is. So I went to Puglia, which is the heel of the Italian boot.
Yes.
And I learned focaccia from the man deemed to have the best focaccia in all of Italy. Mm-hmm. And he has just this amazing recipe that is extremely well hydrated. And that hydration makes a big difference in the finished focaccia because it creates lots of chewy texture. It's so good.
It's so good.
And he cooks it in a ton of olive oil. So you get this crackling crunch at the bottom, and you get this tender, chewy center. And then, of course, you've got the briny green olives, the sweet tomatoes.
It's all the best things.
Exactly. I'm not allowed to make it at home
all the
anymore
best
because
things.
it's too delicious. And we just eat the whole thing.
It is so, so, so good.
All right, so as our pancetta cooks, we're going to add a little bit of tomato paste.
Okay.
And we like tomato paste because it gives a richness. It's a very concentrated flavor, of course, and it just kind of gives you that depth of flavor you're looking for. And it's okay if the tomato paste gets gunky on the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
Sticks a little bit. That's a good thing. You think you're doing it wrong, but you're not.
Okay.
And the reason for that is you're actually caramelizing and concentrating the flavors. Now we're going to add some red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And you're going to let this cook for just a smidge. Now, this is the fun part.
Okay.
We're taking our orecchiette. Okay?
Orecchiette.
Orecchiette. I spent a lot of time in Italy. I promise you, I was horrible when I started. We're going to add it right in.
Okay.
Okay?
Easy.
And then we've got 6 cups of water. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to add that right in.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, we bring this up to a simmer, and it's going to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And like I say, we're cooking the pasta in the sauce because it's going to have so much more flavor. Now, while I do this, would you be so kind as to season our tomatoes for us?
Oh, okay.
We have some chopped up plum tomatoes.
Beautiful.
We like plum tomatoes because they have more flesh than water.
Okay.
Okay. And we've got some chopped parsley and some salt, and you can just stir all that together. And I am going to swap this out because the magic of television allows us to take a few shortcuts here.
There we go.
Although, again, it really only needs to cook for 8 to 10 minutes. It's a really quick dish.
Yeah.
I'm going to swap that out. And here we have what it looks like after 8 to 10 minutes. Doesn't that look amazing?
That's beautiful.
All right. Now,
I see what you mean. It's not quite soup. It's not quite a saucy pasta. It's all the best of those two different things.
Precisely. And at this point, we can actually take it off the heat.
Okay.
And we're going to add some frozen peas.
Okay.
Okay. And you know, we have this mystery about Italy that they only use the freshest of ingredients. They only use tomatoes that they harvest from their own gardens and stuff like. No.
Okay.
You know, Italian cooks use canned tomatoes when fresh tomatoes aren't right. They use frozen peas when fresh peas aren't available.
They're gonna get it done.
It's totally fine.
Okay.
We're gonna stir this in, and then I will take your tomatoes from you.
There we go.
We're gonna add this. Now, we add the tomatoes at the end because it's gonna give it a burst of freshness, and they're not cooking as much.
Yeah.
You want that kind of fresh flavor.
Okay.
Okay. And then, if you would be so kind as to add some cheese, because it is Italian cooking. Is this not gorgeous?
Come on. That's just happiness right there.
Perfect. And there we go. I mean, this is
That was
done.
it.
That's it.
We made
It's
it.
done. If you would get us some plates, I will serve it up for you.
We can have a quick bite here.
There we go.
We gotta take a quick bite. You made this right on time, just as it's time to go. How do you do it?
Perfect timing every time.
I have to have one little taste before it's too late. Cheers, my friend. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It's always so nice to see you. Always a treat. Okay. JM's book again is Milk Street, Backroads, Italy. He has a book event tonight at 7 at Powell's Books at Cedar Hills Crossing in Beaverton. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this. Oh my gosh.